Hello and welcome to Carpenter Insurance video number 1. The reason I'm here and the reason you're here. So everything has to be professional all the time, but you realize in the real world as you scale up the ladder, it's not so. We're all here just doing the best we can to achieve peace and happiness at some point. And that's our goal for you, is to give you a peace of mind. And one of the ways you can have that is to have some money and have choice of what you do with your time. And the reason this all came about is one morning during my quiet time, I was sitting there and I was praying and reading, and I was thinking about a lot of the staff, and this is mainly for the single moms, but it can apply this to everybody who's looking for more freedom, is that I was thinking about how concerned I was about them having to put their kids in daycare, work 8 to 5, and then go home and deal with their children, and how hard that must be. So in my own mind and my own prejudice, I was like, well, it's because they don't make the best decisions. But then the Spirit of the Lord talked to me and he said, hey, they're not going to change, so why don't you help them? And I was like, wow, the more you get to know the Lord and how he just loves everybody, it just convicts you on what a jerk you could be. And my thoughts were not the best at that time. And I'm growing, getting better all the time. But the main part of this video is so you have an understanding of who I am and who the president is who's running this whole organization. So as the quiet time persisted in the morning, I'm like, well, how can I help them? And he's like, well, why not you have them learn to be insurance people working out of their home? And I had no clue on how to do this at the time. Plus, I was thinking, you know, you have to work 8 to 5. And the Lord's like telling me, well, why do you have to work 8 to 5? Who made this a law? You have to work 8 to 5 or 8 to 7, locked up all day long, and then come home and be dead tired. Why not change the hours or the way people think they have to work? And I was like, well, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. Is it possible? Well, 4 months later, we are working on it. Now, just to give you a little bit more background, like things aren't that simple. After I got these ideas, because, to be honestly, I'm doing pretty well. I'm not looking for another big job to do. And I was sitting around, but it just kept dwelling on me. Help them out, man. Help out these single moms out there that are busting their butt, having to deal with the kids, the daycare, the rent, the car, everything. And they have no free time. Help them out. But then I would push it aside, and I'd be like, oh, I'm just going about my own business. And then one day I'm like, you know, I'm going to run this by one of my really smart employees here, Lorraine. And I'm like, hey, Lorraine, let me run this by you. And I ran it by her, and she thought it was a brilliant idea also. So since then until now, so you know what's going on here, is we've spent personally $40,000+ to make it ready for you. I want you to understand we're here to help you be successful. So we have new phones, we have new management system, we have new software, we have new employees, we're getting them all ready so you can be successful at what you're signing up for here. So what are you signing up here? Well, let me tell you. It's for insurance, P&C, property and casualty. And that is what you're here to learn to sell. And it's really, really simple. Now at first, you might not know anything about it. That's great. As long as you got a desire, you'll have no problem. And as I'm going along here and just being candid as I am all the time, don't forget, when you get good at it, don't get all cocky with people that don't understand what HO3 is or Special Form 3 is or all these kind of technical terms. Always remember, they don't know, the customer doesn't want to know. All they want to know is if that is their home or their auto is insured, and that will be your job as a professional. So, what is my role for you? I have staff out there that's going to be doing training videos on how to do the systems, how to work our management system, how to learn to fill out the forms, and all those kind of things. My job is to get you to understand that you have to change your thinking. Your thinking is not correct. Sorry to say, it's not. All of our thinking is not correct, but we have to grow into it. I'm going to try to relate to you how people in the upper 10 or 5% think. You got to think differently. Now, the quickest way to get there is to what they call, born again, and let the Lord speak to you, and you just move on and go correctly. But if that's not your option or not your choice, the Lord still wants you to be successful, and He wants you to have peace of mind. And we're going to do it from the angle of teaching you how to, one, get some money so you're not so stressed out. Because this world in America right now has got you guys so clamped down, you can't breathe. And we're here to bring you up in a higher point of that. So as far as this first video goes, it's mainly to get you an idea of who I am. So you can see I'm speaking from my heart, and we're not trying to do any spin on you or try to abuse your time or take advantage of you. No, we're here for you. And the next few videos is going to go a little deeper about how your thinking has to change. But for right now, we just wanted to get the main point across. So if you're looking into this, you'd be like, well, who is the president? Or what are these people thinking about? Trust me, we're here for you. And if you have any questions, just shoot us an email, and we'll gather them all together and we'll get back to you. Thank you, and you have a great day.